Testing. If you think you know what this is, you might be right. It just came out, hot off the presses. I'm just gonna let the silence just kind of build up. Boom. Hotline Miami 2, wrong number. I'm so psyched for this to be out. I'm just gonna do a real quick video. We're gonna go through some stuff. I just wanted to show the intro here. We'll be right back. So the first thing, and I just want to do kind of an impressions video here, just because I want to show kind of some of the additions to what you can expect that makes Hotline Miami 2 better than Hotline Miami 1. There's a lot of stuff here that's the same, but also just has been so tightened up, options and things like that. And I'm actually going to jump into Act 2. I'm going to try not to give away too much story because that's the fun part. As acid trip as the first one was, this is even more so. Let's see. I think this is the one I want. I just got into this, and we're gonna skip the intro. I don't want no spoilers, or as little spoilers as possible. But there's just an interesting mechanic here that I'm gonna show here. I'm gonna be throwing audio in because I don't know what is and is not copyright protected as far as what tracks are in here. So here's where he tries to save the guy. This character is really interesting. In fact, I just went through this and I thought it was so neat. It kind of shows just the best part of why Hotline Miami 2 is so awesome. So here we are. Let me just the controls are exactly the same. They're really tight too. For some reason I didn't alert. Oh, okay. So let's. Such a bad. And the thing is here, like, if I don't have his, I guess you could say a bloodlust built up, then oh my god. These levels can get really bad really fast too. You have to kill like 3 people. Like I can just sit here and keep whacking them too. It's really strange. But yeah, you notice if I pick up a gun at this point, and you'll see that his jacket's still on, he won't use guns. And he tries to be as non-lethal as possible. But as the screen goes redder there, okay, I gotta do one more person. And I can just keep doing there and splattering his face. But now that his coat's off, oh, I gotta get one. I destroyed all the guns. Okay, let's get this one then. That actually went better than it usually does. I'm gonna grab this instead. As initial impression as this is, I have played a little bit of this, and that's you kind of need to a little bit. Like that's the neat mechanic that they have with this particular piece. First of all, this particular part of the story. Um, this is his part of the story. There's a lot of different stories. There's another really interesting thing here that I'm about to. If I get to him first, he's gonna tell me his story, blah 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 blah, and it clears the level. Now I'm gonna get a bad score here. Also, look at that. Look at that font. This is really funny too. Actually, I just find this hilarious. Now that the level is quote unquote cleared, I can't do any damage to them. Even though I've like destroyed all of his men and everything. You also cannot do the funky car glitches that you could in the first one. But that's okay. So that's just kind of a taste. And here's my score here. Just a D. And I'll be back with more gameplay. Okay, so now that I've kind of shown that, I'll go into a couple of the earlier levels. So you can kind of see these kind of... First of all, this starts out rough. That's the way it is. The first game gave you a nice few levels to kind of really get a test toast for the controls and get an idea for things. This one does not. You are just kind of in the thick of it. That's the way it is. Okay. So this guy's got a dodge roll. I don't use it much. Maybe except for that. Bam. Oh, and the door deaths still work as well. So I'm gonna go baseball bat on this, and it's clearing level to level. Very retro, very old school, still very cool. This one's gonna be rough because I really have. And there we go. Now, that's obviously not the best, quickest clear in the world, but like that's already what you're jumping into with the first level. So much spaghetti sauce. Quite the gentle game. And of course it ranks you on boldness and time and stuff like that. Combos, it's all still here. So this is basically what you can look forward to. And this is just my initial impression. I love it. The soundtrack is amazing as well. I won't be able to provide that, obviously. But the graphics, the gameplay, the control is tighter. So my initial impression is that they just went miles above. Now, you don't get the level editor when you upon purchasing it. They've said that that's coming at a later date. But for now, everything that this starts out as, the multiple storylines and everything is just amazing. I'm probably going to do more videos on this, but for now, I just wanted to get this up so people who are kind of on the fence, people I know, can just kind of see some of the gameplay. So this is Nick. This has been a gameplay. This is Hotline Miami 2, and it is so fantastic. I haven't figured out any secrets yet. I'm apprehensive, but loving every minute of it. Spin for style, and we out.